What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry here, and welcome to a very special Duel Links episode where we are celebrating 300 videos on the YouTube channel, and as well as that, 100 videos that are on the channel are this. And I'm absolutely just floored with all the support and love that you've given over the channel, like the series itself. You know, I've just been in awe of just how much you guys love, you know, tuning into my channel, but also to Duel Links content. And I just wanted to thank you for it by doing a very special episode. I wanted to thank you for that. But before we dive in, I've got a little something here for you guys. So take it away, other me. Okay, so before we get into today's video, basically I wanted to do kind of like a mix. So basically, kind of like I said in the last episode, before this 100th episode, I was torn between what I wanted to do in terms of either going for basically just doing this soul event that we're going to be seeing with this, you know, with what we're going to be doing today on Duel Links with this long-awaited character, or would we do a top 10, or top 12 even, what characters I'd like to see. 9, 10, yeah, so I've got 12. Basically, one of those slots unfortunately has kind of gone, so unless in February they do like a double unlock, something like that, or onwards, like maybe later in the month, unless they do like a double, which is possible because they did Lulu and Rin together, so that is a possibility. But here are kind of the top 12. This is like what I'd like to see in Duel Links over the next couple months, kind of like characters, you know, events in the games. Now, I unfortunately don't know the specifics of characters and names for kind of like the first three, which kind of seems terrible, but I've got to be honest, I'm not 100% sure, so I'd rather just say kind of the worlds, if that makes sense, because they need the most love. So it's no surprise at the moment the top of the list is Go Rush. So Go Rush needs characters in its world. So far there is only 4 of them, which the world has been out for a good couple months. It's had a lot less or worse kind of like support than Vrains did when Vrains first came, because Vrains had the initial characters of like Soulburner, which ironically, you know, fits today. So we got Soulburner, then we got Gore, and then we got Playmaker, then we got Blue Angel as like the first event kind of character, and it was the first world to not really have a secret character. And then after that, then we got, I can't think of his name now, but the Borload, basically, user. And, yeah, we didn't get anybody for ages. And then we randomly got Ghost Gal and then Spectre, and that's the last we've had. So, Go Rush has only had 4 characters. It had its 3 initial unlocks, and then its event, so kind of like, you know, Varus, that's it. But Varus was at least a little bit later down the line, and then they just didn't do anything with Rush. With Go Rush, we haven't had anything with them. Now, so I'm hoping that they add at least a couple more characters. It'd be nice to see the world build. The issue with that is currently, I know this sounds insane, currently, Yugioh was the last character unlocked in general. Yuri was the last character that we got for speed duels. We haven't had a speed duel character, so this is interesting. Like, this is that we haven't had one in months, and you know that they're gonna do a Rush or Go Rush character, and I think they're gonna go down the Rush angle, not the Go Rush angle. So they're really neglecting worlds, because obviously in the 11th slot I have gone for Rush duels because we know this is obvious. There's all these Goha siblings coming. We know they're gonna be added to the world. So I'm not even going to really dilly-dally too much on it. It's just these are the obvious kind of ones. And then Vrains desperately needs actual characters. Yes, cool, we're getting this long-awaited character that I've actually not heard anybody talk about at all. Like, we'll get to the number 1 slot, and that is a long-awaited character. This isn't. So, yes. Vrains desperately needs more characters because they barely have any. They have like what, 6? 6, 7 max. So that's really kind of like rubbish. So I'm just actually going to double check if I've got the character for the next one right. Next character, which is the super obvious one, but has been neglected. It's in the background, but is actually just, we've not seen this character in, like, at all, and that's Vector. It's an obvious character because they've slowly built in Zaxel all the things to come to it, and eventually we may get Don 1000, maybe, I doubt it, maybe, but like, you know, Vector is like the character we're absolutely going to see, so it makes sense that Vector's going to be a character. When? We don't know. Hopefully this year. Hopefully, because they've built all this stuff up. Imagine that they just don't this year. That'd be absolutely wild. And speaking of, Zark is the next character, so they've obviously built all this stuff up in Arc 5 as well. We've got all the U-boys, we've got all the U-girls, and so eventually we're gonna get Zark. However, they have an opportunity here, and I really hope they take this opportunity. That opportunity is to actually use Zark's original design. Instead of the weird, demonic, buffed up yugioh even, yugioh? Yeah, yugioh. I always get them mixed up. But basically, he had his big demon buffy form, and he was really dumb and really stupid. When you had a character design right there, he had this silver hair, he had like an interesting outfit, you know, just use that. So that's what I want. Instead of this weird kind of like, you know, buff demon that uses, you know, the Supreme King Zark fusion spell and monster and stuff, even. Yeah, just instead have, you know, nice design. That's what we like to see. That's what we want. So that's basically the kind of the super obvious characters and worlds and things out of the way. So that's the first 5. That's the first 5. So the next 6 are kind of like ones I'd ideally like to see that, like, Duel Links is actually neglected, and it's really shocking how much that they've actually really just let this go. So the first one is Roman. So that's an not Arc 5. It's a 5D's villain who basically was Rex Goodwin's brother. And Roman used like Uru, which was the giant spider. Now, funny enough, we actually got that monster randomly. It was such a random just drop. It was, here's this Earthbound Amor. And it's like, okay, where's the character? And they mentioned him, I think, I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was in the tag event recently that I covered. Basically, yeah, Rex said, oh, Roman is my brother, and I've got his side of the mark. So, you know, he had his side mark, and then he had, you know, the dark side of energy. So it's like, well, just use your brother, like, you know what I mean? Just add him into the game. And speaking of, there is also other Dark Signers, and that way that fills the 5D's roster up quite actually a considerable amount, because you've got regular Misty, and then you've got Dark Signer Misty. You've also just got Divac, so you've got Goodwin, so that's 4 characters. Then you've also got Greiger, because Greiger was a character who hasn't been added to the game, and then you've got Dark Signer Greiger. So that's 6 characters that they could just throw in from the Dark Signers kind of angle that they just haven't implemented. They randomly started adding them and then just went, okay, we're moving on to Season 2. So you need to go back to Season 1 and add these characters. Yes, please, and thank you. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is currently on its Season 4 kind of train, as it were. Like, so we've kind of got, like, into the Season 4 Jaden and stuff like that. But there is characters that we can use from Season 4. Not many, because there's only 20-odd episodes, but one of the characters was actually hinted in Duel Links back when we actually got the Jaden Ubel character. And that is Truman. Now, Truman was briefly kind of, not really shown. I think it was the NPC, which was Andrew or Dave. I can't remember. I think it's the one with the grey jacket. It could have been the one with the green jacket, the NPC. But basically, they were like, oh, my cards, they've got this weird shadow entity. And then that's when Jaden/Ubel comes in and is like, we need to stop this, like, you know, and gets out his duel desk. And we never got, you know, that was it. So Truman is actually a character that we can use. And basically, he did summon 5-headed dragons, so that could be its summoning animation. We're all good, fine and dandy. So I'm happy with that. That makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm all good there. So yeah, basically Roman has a little bit of a hint because his name's been mentioned, his card's randomly in the game, and then you got Truman, who has actually been in the game-ish for a while because, you know, he's always been around, but basically they just never implemented him. Next is kind of like two characters I'd kind of just, these are fantasy choices, these are choice picks that I'd be like, yeah, I'd be down for that if they added them, why not? The first one is Rebecca from Duel Monsters. Now, okay, we haven't seen any filler characters from Duel Monsters to start with. They've seemed to have focused on the manga specifically for Duel Monsters. However, out of all of the filler characters, apart from Raphael, Rebecca is the only other kind of option, and I'd be fine with that. Now, Blair has, you know, obviously in the game, she's in the GX world, and she uses, like, Maiden in Love and stuff, which is cards that don't actually exist in the TCG or OCG. So, you could throw in Rebecca if that was the choice you were going to go down, if that was the, you know, the route you were going to go down. You know, you could add Raphael, you could add Siegfried, you've also got Leon. One of those I'd be fine with. Siegfried would be my ultimate choice with Valkyries, but I would like to see Rebecca because it's another female character into the roster. And speaking of, Julia Crystal from Arc 5. Now, we've seen some of the Lancers and some of the other stories and things. I'm a massive Gem Knight fan, so I'd love to see Julia Crystal. I think that would be a wicked choice. I'd love to see her in the game. I think it'd be great to implement it there, and that'd be awesome. So next, we're gonna go with the top three, which is number 3 is the Shadow Riders. Now, interestingly enough, the number 1 spot, spoiler alert, is it is a Shadow Rider. However, GX needs, again, it has a lot of characters, don't get me wrong, compared to most worlds, because, you know, if you've noticed the pattern, Duel Monsters has the most, and then at the moment Go Rush has the least. So they really need to fill out some of the rosters, but GX had its 20th anniversary. So I'd like them to kind of go backwards and kind of add some characters to the game. Now, you don't need every single Shadow Rider. I'd love it if they did, but if you're going to add any of them, obviously Camilla, you've got Tonya, you've got Emil, it's aka Professor Banner. They have the most support. You've also got Titan, who uses Archfiends. You've kind of got Abydos. And you've got Don Zalou with Dark Scorpions, and then the Spirit of the Pharaoh, whatever thingy with his sarcophagus cards. So you could throw those in. But we're going to save one Shadow Rider, and you've also got Kagemiru, who is the main boss of them, and he can actually have summoning animations for the Sacred Beasts, because currently only Yubel does. So, again, that's another, but, you know, there's one character I haven't mentioned, and there's a reason why. Adrian and Shoma Yusa is my kind of number 2 slash like honorable mention. So Adrian, out of all the characters, let's go for him first. So Adrian is, again, it's another GX character. He's from season 3. Out of all of the main boys, Jim was the last one we got, and he was just a random drop. We had you know, Jesse was just in the game in general. Then you had Axel eventually added to the game, and then Jim even longer. So Adrian, his cards have kind of been in circulation for ages, but we just never got him as a character. So it'd be nice to actually see Adrian in the game. And then Shoma Yusa is an OCG structure deck exclusive character. Now, some people, even in my Discord for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abadir group, didn't know this was a character. And I think if they're going to add a world to the game, this is the route they're going to go down. Because, interestingly enough, and I did share a screenshot with this on my YouTube channel, but I'll post that here as well, that basically it gives you all the options, so you can see Duel Monsters, GX, 5Ds, you know, Zexal, all that jazz. And after Go Rush, right below, it says other, like, you know, other, like, franchises. But there isn't really any others. If you think about it, like, if you think of the movies, Pyramid of Light is a Duel Monsters era one. We've already done Bonds Beyond Time, Dark Side Dimensions is already in the game, and unless it's gonna be my boy, and I'm gonna absolutely butcher this, but look forward to it. So I'm gonna show him off. This was one I teased, because I was like, come on, let's add this character, because it would be absolutely hilarious. They won't add this character, but I'd love it if they did. So I'm just going to get it. So this is Manahuivan Fablia, which I may have absolutely butchered, and it's my own language. It's Welsh, which is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. It was my favorite game of all time. I highly, highly doubt they're just gonna randomly go, here's Duelist of the Roses as a world, because it's like, just, first of all, most of the cards are already in the game, and second of all, it would just be like weird to go, oh hey, like, you know, random Lancastrians and things, like, and stuff, like, it'd just be absolutely just hilarious. It had a loose tie to the first PlayStation game, which was the PS1 game, Forbidden Memories, but it would be absolutely hilarious if they just randomly threw this character in. I doubt they're going to do that. So, what is realistic is Shoma Yusa, who is the main protagonist of the OCG exclusive Structures manga. So I think that, if we're going to get a world, that is what we're going to go for. That makes the most sense to me. I like it. So, and then you can add, there's quite a few characters that you can throw in. Tour Guide is even in the manga and things. So, yeah, it all kind of fits. It makes sense. It's connected. And you can throw that in kind of before they do the whole crossover event and all that type of stuff. So I definitely think that would be the best way to go. Number one, obviously, I've hinted plenty of times, if you haven't really clocked it, is Night Shroud. Now, before Truman could even be feasible as a character, I don't think Darkness would be a character. I just want to say that straight off the bat. Darkness doesn't really have support, which is why I've gone for Truman, but you've also got Night Shroud. So, as far as I know, Red Eye's Darkness Dragon isn't actually in the game, so first of all, that's your summoning animation card. That makes sense. Second of all, there is Red Eye's cards, so that's great. But Night Shroud is a long-awaited character. I cannot tell you how many people have said, we want Night Shroud. And Night Shroud is a character that people actually want, and really want in the game and implemented. So you could start with Night Shroud, slowly add the Shadow Riders, and then boom, you've got Truman that you can add right at the end. Connect Night Shroud and Truman together. There's also the dude who becomes honest, and things like that. But you need Night Shroud to even remotely do any of that story. So, yeah, before anything of GX can happen, it's also, like I said, GX's 20th anniversary, so it makes sense that my number one pick for any character, which is an actual long-awaited character, it would be Night Shroud. Then you can slowly throw in, like, Camilla, Tanya, you know, you could do the order, or you could go out of order, and maybe skip one or two. I mean, Don Luke, you could skip him. As much as I love him, you could skip him. But yeah, that's basically what I'd like to hopefully see this year. These are kind of like the 12. Now, they could throw in some of these characters, hopefully as a double event, who knows, but we'll just have to wait and see how this year progresses. And yeah, without any further ado, let's actually get back into today's video. Okay, and that was pretty awesome. I love that, like, top, you know, 12, what I'd like to see implemented in the game. I think, you know, hopefully we'll get those characters, but without further ado, let us dive into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links! 100 times I've said that in that way. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so we do have an update. I probably should have done the update. Made us wait, but that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, so let me know in the comments, like, what's your favorite video been? I mean, to me, it's crazy we've kind of gone in a full circle, because the character that we're going to be seeing today is like the Ignis form from Soulburner, you know, in Vrains. And when I first started doing these videos, like literally 100 like episodes ago, we started off by covering the Paradox event but also, which I you know, was my crossover theory and everything. So that was like 2 years ago, which is absolutely insane. But also, the Vrains will dropped. And we've kind of gone in a full circle. So how insane is that? Like, we just get absolutely just bonkers. Like, it's just crazy how much time has flown by. So I absolutely love it. So we have a new box and skill bundle inbound. So, okay, so the Rebirth of Flame, which is coming tomorrow. So we're going to have a box opening tomorrow, which has basically a lot of Salamangreat support. I can see there's like going to be other cards. So let's dive in. One of the cards I actually seen, which was Heater the Charmer, which is very exciting. But we got Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix. That's absolutely bonkers that this card's coming into the game. Battling boxes are coming in with General Kaiser. Fair enough. Urgent Schedule, that's actually a really solid spell card. Spinny's really good. Gadget Gamer. Battling Boxer, Uppercutter. So it looks like, funny enough, this looks like the Soulburner pack, which had Salamangreats, Battling Boxes, and then Volcanics. Crystons are randomly getting support in here. Magistello's finally coming into the game. Gemini Aberration. Heater the Fire Charmer. That's actually a really solid card for you know, your link plays and everything, because we've got most of them. I've got the wind one, I've got the earth one because of the box recently, and now we're getting the fire one, which is awesome. I'm not sure if I've got the water one. I may have the water one. Flameveil Lady, there's some pretty cool cards in here. Starmine is actually, you know, a fairly new card. Morphtronics are randomly getting support, which is quite funny. Yeah, like this, I'd say there's a lot of, like, overall really good cards in here. Magnum Shield, that's actually kind of fun. You know, some good reprints and things in here, so if you didn't get them before, that's great. Let's have a look at what's coming. Really? Why is Gravity X Grawl limited to 1? That absolutely makes no sense. Flameville Counter, fair enough. And Metal Armor, I have no idea. Oh, Flameville Counter's just going to be limited off the bat because of further support. Preemptively, as it would be too powerful in combinations. Oh, so randomly, okay, maybe it's that spell card or that trap card and no changes. Because I think there was that trap card for Geminis or something, so maybe there's something in relation to that, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so yeah, I pretty much did everything I wanted to do in the yugioh. I literally did it yesterday. I literally just blitzed through the entire event, which was absolutely hilarious. So the event is now open. Event code Flame, the return of the fire ignis. So yeah, basically this was kind of hinted a little bit, but nobody, as far as I know, has said this has been a long-awaited character. As far as I know, I haven't heard a single person go, I'd love to see Ignis. So I'm actually a bit like, really, Duel Links? But fair enough. We'll see how this actually unfolds. What's this? Is there a problem, Master Virus? Have you detected anomalies in Link Vrains? I mean, Duel Links? The data is not showing anything unusual. Track the users who are currently logged onto Link Vrains and scan their brainwaves. A small segment is showing greater brain activity than normal, but nothing I'd consider extreme. Who's showing the most activity? Just a moment, what's this? I knew it'd be him. Soulburner. So this is event exclusive. So whoa, okay, my boy's just randomly just there in, like, you know. So what is going on? Like, because we have, because I don't think this is an unlockable character. Get the new alt style as event rewards. Is it an unlockable character? Oh, look at this! There's an alt art style. Okay, so apparently it is a character, but like a different form of the character. So eventually we'll see, because I know Blue Angel has the Marincess support and stuff. So that's actually going to be really solid that we actually get that as a character. Okay. Damn, these are actually going to be sick. Okay, I'm a little bit more optimistic, because I was just expecting this as a skill. So fair play. This is actually, I'm actually happy. I'm happy it's a character. I don't know how it works though, because we've never really had an alt before. I mean, obviously we had Jaden. Jaden was like the massive exception. Make sure to complete the episodes to unlock the new alt style to get rewards. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so let's pretty much just go through all this stuff. So we got color silver, 500 gems. I'll take 500 gems. That makes me happy because the new pack's coming, so we're gonna open up a whole load of those. A monster gift campaign card. So this is pretty much the main protagonist card that we can get a choice of. Now, obviously, I own every single card, but it's going to be in Prismatic, which, funny enough, Firewall I already have, so I'm not going to be choosing Firewall. Banshee, I don't have. I'm just double checking just to make sure there's none of this. Now, I only actually own one Heatleo. And you need 2 Heatleos to, first of all, even get the summoning animation, and second of all, it's kind of his event, so I'm actually just going to go for the Heatleo. I'm not sure which artwork I have for him, whether it's the regular or the alternative. I'm not 100% sure. So, I'm actually going to choose Heatleo, because in order for Salamangreats for me to even, for them to be viable, I don't have that many. So is this just random? Oh, Dogmatica Alicia the Virtuous as a prismatic. That's actually really cool. I don't own this card, so that's really cool. Is this because of the Chronicles? Does everyone get access to this? I have no idea. We also get the Ace Monster campaign, which is really cool that we get like Firewall Dragon and stuff. Okay, I'm a bit more hype. I'm a bit more excited about this event. That's actually really cool. This also gives me an opportunity to play with like characters like Varus and things, because my playmaker is like 30 odd. I think he's my highest level character. Let me just double check there.
Face my destiny.
Yeah, he's like max 35. So he's, because they haven't done anything with Vrains to max him out, but basically Ghost Gal and things, they're like the highest, and I need to get the other characters basically to level 30. So I'm definitely gonna use. I'm definitely gonna go down this route. So this is pretty much the same, isn't it? This is his outfit. Oh, you get Duel Links, actually, which we already have, but, you know, we can get some nice reprints of some cards. Sanctuary, actually, is a really solid reprint, I like, because, yeah, that's actually really good. Transcendence is a newish card, but, yeah, these are kind of ones I know I definitely need. And Mole, I don't know if you actually play Mole. Magistello is actually going to be really solid when we get that, so I'd be down to climb with Magistello. But here comes Soulburner. Okay, so interesting. So I'm guessing maybe this is going to have us tell a bit more of the story, but also why is this character, you know, why is Ignis even in the game?
Soulburner.
Don't even think about
Duel.
So we'll see what happens.
No holding back. Salamangreat Great Mole. Let's see what you can do.
My turn.
I end my turn.
I draw.
So I think what I'm going to do is use Quick Launch.
Quick launch.
Let's get out just this one.
Shell Rocket Dragon.
And then I'm going to activate Holly. And then we're just going to use this and this off.
Roar and anger merge.
So Borderland Furious Dragon's like the best card in my deck. Obviously we also run Mountain.
Silver Rocket Dragon. I'm setting you.
And we're just gonna go for game.
Dragon.
Just immediate game, which is absolutely hilarious because you played a monster with like 0 stats, which is hilarious. Take that, Soulburner. If only Salamangreat was that easy to beat. There we go. That's funny. Okay, fair. Oh yeah, I forgot those were my rewards. I forgot I even had those. That's hilarious. So we're gonna get some serious tickets. Ah, you got me. Okay, so Soulburner is returned. I'm curious, what is going on like with this event? Obviously, we get this card down the line. Maybe the alt art also has like him as like a level 4. So collect 60, win a duel level 10. And then we also have to get the 50,000. So this is like the typical points. And then, do we get Soulburner literally, like, is it tomorrow? And it's until the 5th of February. We haven't actually had an upcoming updates yet, which is surprising. But that's still a few days away. So we got this character for a good while, actually. When is this? After the 24th. So this is tomorrow. So that's interesting, actually. So let's just get immediately 40. So that's very handy for us. Yeah, we'll duel you at level 40. Why not? I'm curious if he's gonna have his deck updated. So is it gonna have like Magistello? Is it gonna have other things in it? You know, is it gonna have the Heat of Fire Charmer and other kind of like links and stuff?
Soulburner.
Don't even.
I know he's got a fusion
No holding
and
back.
like
Salamand,
a
Great
ritual.
Jaguar. Let's see what you can do.
Okay, so he's summoned his
end my
Jet
turn.
Jaguar. So I could go into a link. Why am I not running Seas Monsters? I have no idea. Am I that stupid? I guess I am. Because we could special summon and then go into like a rank 4. Like, we really need to think about that. So this is just 2 rocket monsters. You can target one other link monster special summon. Destroy it. This is just 2 dark dragons. And this is 2 dragons including a rocket. Because basically quick launch would be absolutely insane because it can't attack or anything. So I may as well do this and summon. I'm just gonna get this one out the deck again.
Shell Rocket Dragon.
Then summon the 1800, and then we could link. So we could either go into the dark, like Wee Witch's Apprentice, and then you'd have 1900, which I'm kind of very much torn with, or yes, we could either go 9, or we could even go 18, which would have 2000. So I think I'm gonna go for this actually. So let's go to that.
My circuit. Go.
So we got Overburst Dragon,
From my hand.
and then we got Power of the Guardians.
I activate
So
an
that's
equip
at least
spell.
the
I'm
thing.
setting a card.
Miracle's Call of the Hornets, you can bring them off the
I
back.
activate an
Link
equip
climb if
spell.
we need to.
It's not over yet. Here I go.
I don't know if he always
I
had
draw.
6 in his extra deck.
Salamand Great Foxy. I activate Salamand Great Foxy's
No, I won't
effect.
activate Call of the Hornet yet. Okay, so he's activated and got
Blaze the
Bison.
circuit. I
Linking
link
with Balinks.
up a
Balinks gets Sanctuary.
I activate Salamand Great Balinks. Salamand Great Foul.
Oh, and he's also got Foul, so Foul allows him just to summon it itself.
Salamand Great Foul.
Yeah. Then he's got Sanctuary.
Blaze the circuit.
So then he's
I
linking
link
off into
two.
Wolf.
I activate my field
There's
spell.
Sanctuary. So he could
Salamand
go
Great
Sanctuary,
Foul.
yeah. So he's going to go
Blaze the circuit
Sanctuary
that
into
scorches
another
the
Wolf.
path B.
And then I think that revives.
Salamand Great Jack Jaguar's effect activate. Salamand Great Jack Sunlight
Or you could
Wolf's
just do it that
effect
way.
activates.
So what's the secondary effect? You can add a Salamand Great Spell trap.
I blaze
Okay,
the
fair.
circuit. That
Okay, so now he's going into Heat
Link
Leo,
three.
Heat Leo into another Heat Leo,
Heat Leo's effect activates when it's Link summoned.
which I'm fine
Salamand Great
with.
Beat Bisons of Salamand Great
Beat Bison, defense mode,
Battle attack Heat
and
Leo.
I'm gonna instantly use Mirror Force because we can.
I
During the
activate
end
my
phase,
now.
then I'm gonna activate
I
this,
flip
so
over
we
my
can get
set
this out.
card. Magna Rocket
I
Dragon.
end my
I
turn.
Okay, so we only went into
from
one
existent
Heat Leo, though.
I draw.
I was hoping for another monster, but
I
there
set
you
a
go.
card.
I can go into a Link 3 if I wanted, but I don't really want to do that either.
Attack Magna Rocket Dragon. Be gone.
Okay, so we got two 2000s, and we got War of Disruption.
I draw.
So we're currently winning.
Check this
Hazy
out.
Flame Cerberus,
Nice.
and
I
then
activate
Hazy Flame
Salamand Great,
Griffin,
Salamand
discard
Great
for Foxy. Top
I blaze
mounted.
the circuit. That
Heat
scorches
Leo.
the Link 3.
So now he summoned his
Heat Leo's
other
effect
Heat Leo, which
activates
got
when it's
rid of
Link
my.
split. Attack, Heat Leo.
Annoyingly, it got rid of
Inferno
my.
Strike.
Overburst Dragon.
So Overburst
activates
Dragon
when
I
it's
actually
destroyed
like,
in battle.
because then we can get Shell
If I
Rocket.
don't
If
give
you
up,
won't give
I
up,
still have a chance.
I
Roar.
try.
And-
Oh, literally, that got shuffled. That's actually hilarious.
I'll set a monster.
I
Congrats.
survived to
I
this
could have
moment.
linked
I
into
draw.
something else, but I'd
Salaman
rather
Great
not.
Jack Jaguar's effect active. Salaman Great Jack
Jaguars
I
with attack
activate
mode,
Salaman
Foxy
Great
discard,
Salaman Great
summon.
Foxy. Let's bet
Okay,
Salaman Great
and
Jack
let's just go for
Jaguar.
game because it's 24, going straight into 2000. Nice. Okay, so we got game. I love how he took my Wall of Disruption, shuffled it, and I draw Wall of Disruption just immediately. That's actually hilarious. Oh, we got another copy of Foxy, which is actually really cool. I don't know how many copies of Foxy you need, realistically, in a Salamang Great Duel Links deck. But there we go. Okay, so what we just need to do is, because how many have we currently got? Well, we just got 40. So let's get this story on the way. I'm so curious about this. I'm actually curious. Because I wasn't expecting it to be an alternative form. I don't think anyone was. I think most people were seeing this or expecting this as a skill. So this is actually a really pleasant surprise for the 100th episode. So I love that for us. Okay, so yeah, we summon our monster. Obviously, it's got 2k defense thanks to the mountain. I really need to throw in an Xyz monster, and I'm gonna put in Catch a Yogi Dragon because it's a dragon. So it makes sense. And I'm gonna get rid of, I think, that Link 2 that just absolutely sucks. So let me just do that real quick. So our deck just instantly is better. Just give us what we need. Yeah, so it's this one. This guy just sucks. So I'm gonna throw in its Xyz, Dragon with Dragon, and then it's a rank 4. So yeah, just Kachikochi Dragon. Literally throw that in, and we're good. Which actually, I might even get rid of Overboard Dragon. And we're gonna throw in. I mean, we could throw in Dark Rebellion, Xyz, or we could even go Galaxy Stealth because it's 2 level 4 dragons. And then special summon a dragon from our hand, which isn't too bad. We've also got this one which has 2500 defense, but I think I'd rather go for Dark Rebellion. It becomes 2700 when it drops on board. But then also, you can just target a monster at half the attack points, and then you just get a power boost. And then, because it's also a dark attribute, it gets a further 500 from Wee Witch's Apprentice. So yeah, Dark Rebellion is like the card. Go down that route. Okay, nice. Yeah, because I never summon those other 2. Like, they are like absolute just, I never play them. So, there we go. We got a way of just summoning, like, good cards. So, let's see what we decide to do here. So, 1300 to the face. I'm surprised we didn't throw Mirror Force down, but there we go. And we're just gonna go for game. Because that's the thing, like, this deck, mostly because of the skill with Mountain, becomes, like, just 2000 beat sticks anyways. So, I'm not really gonna complain about that. So it's actually really cool. Okay, so let's have a look at the story, because now we have enough points for the story. If something is not part of their consciousness, it cannot exist here. Oh, so this is from Spectre's last event. Yes, those who are not remembered cannot be recreated. And now I feel I cannot exist in this world unless someone needs me. I remember what Spectre said. Those words have to be a clue on how I can get him to come back, but I can't figure it out. He said you can't be recreated unless you're remembered, but I remember him. I need to remember him. That's not enough. Despair from the dark. Oh yeah, there was something about the childhood or their event. There's something about Despair of the Dark that just, yeah. Calm down, Theodore. Please, no more. Theodore, giving up is one thing you must never do. What's the point? Whenever I see that monster, I can't. I know you're scared, but you're not scared of that monster. You're scared of what it represents, the Lost incident, and now, and how you lost your parents because of it. Do not forget I was created based upon you, so I share the loss that you feel. As difficult as it will be, you must confront your pain instead of hiding from it. Ah, that is the only way you can overcome your fears. That is how you can move on. You don't have to do it alone. I'm here with you. Together, we can let your spirit reincarnate. It's my turn. I draw. It's time I overcame my fears. To win this duel, I destroyed Despair of the Dark. Right, I won, I did it. I knew you would, because I saw the fire in your eyes that can never be extinguished. Oh, you did, huh? What was your name again? How rude of me. I never introduced myself. I am Flame. F-L-A-M-E. F stands for formidable. L for lively. A is for awesome. I must have heard him detail his name a billion times. It was only 37 times. Or was it 38? Maybe 40? Huh? Ah, so he's appeared. Interesting. But it's not as a character yet, so maybe tomorrow, like, he transforms or something. Or maybe we need to get to the next part of the story, and then he transforms. I don't know, I'm excited, I need to know, I need this information. I need to know, what is going on?
Soulburner.
Don't even duel!
Oh, my hand is
decimate you
awful.
from existence. I'm setting a card. I set a card.
Oh, brother.
Here I go!
Turn.
I've got Call of the Hornet to
draw.
bring back a monster that I just do not own.
Salaman, great Mig, Salaman, great Fox, split, attack!
Well, Ignis Spiriforce is coming in. I'm not taking 2k for no reason.
I draw.
There we go, Magna Rocket Dragon coming
Magna
in.
Rocket Dragon.
Now Magna Rocket has 2,000, and then thanks to the power of the Guardians, it is now going to be 3,000 attack points.
I activate and
Beautiful! Get in there, my son. Get in there. Absolutely amazing. Go, go, go. We love it. You love it. We all love it.
I activate my
Monster Reincarnation.
Monster
Bring back
Reincarnation.
Mia. Simples.
I activate Salaman, great mirror. I'm sick. If I don't give up, I still have
Let's
a
draw a
chance.
card.
I end
Okay,
my
so we got
turn.
Metal Rocket.
Metal Rocket Dragon.
Full Metal Rocket Dragon Alchemist.
I activate.
Okay.
Activate an equip spell.
So let's obliterate this guy because he's gone. And this was originally a 17, which is 2,000.
You're tougher.
Oh, is that
than I
Wolf?
Survive
Oh no,
to
it's
this
Coyote.
moment. I draw. If I don't give
Your
up,
destiny.
I still have a chance.
I own
I
most
end
of
my
them.
turn.
I'll have to ask my brother, he's like the
Rocket
Salaman Great
Dragon.
player, to be like,
Battle.
what
I won't let you
is the best Salaman Great cards that we can currently
activate
use?
an equip
Like, with the
spell.
options that we have available, like, what is a good Salaman Great deck? Because I gotta be honest. Me no. There was something about Salaman Greats that I just didn't like me no like. I don't know if it's because your extra deck has to consist of then using multiple copies, and then you can use a field spell to then swap the copies out. I don't know if that's the reason why, but like, for me, it was just, I don't know, like, I didn't really see, like, it as, like, a consistent strategy. Interesting that you don't get additional items for things, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, we're logging in! Logging bonus, everybody, so we're just getting all the stuff right while we're here. Whoopsie daisies. So there we go. We're also now getting a super rare ticket, which is pretty cool. I like it. I'm digging it. So yeah, we pretty much got everything there, which is awesome. We got like 3 tickets as well, which is really cool. We can just blitz open real quick. For the most part, I have most cards. When I go for things, so as you can see, Contaminated Earth, for example, that's a ranked duel card. However, it's not a real card. So, Cosmos is a card. Am I really going to use Cosmos? Most Dark Arena. See, this is a Titan card. This is what I was talking about. Titan's a card, but like, Titan's not in the game. So it's like, add him to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Like, throw him in. Double Dog. Look at all these fake cards I just never see. Dragonic Tactics. There's an event and things, right? I might just go for Dragonic Tactics. where is Draconic Tactics? There it is. It's also an ultra rare, so unless there's something I'm missing here. Most of these are rank ones that you can just randomly get as rank supers, but there's nothing I would say that really sparks my interest, I would say. Although Crystal Bell was an event exclusive, right? And we're not going to get that again. So I tell you what, I'm actually going to go for Crystal Bell. Oh, nice. There we go. Made the right choice. Okay. So this I also have pretty much most, if not all, cards. Thanks to this event, actually. They randomly just keep dropping these, so you just get random drops. Millennium Shield, is that a card? Oh, it's a Tristan card, randomly, funny enough. I think I own most of these, if not all of these. And again, you see a lot of the familiar faces from the other ones. So I'd like to get, I mean, Bones is a, like, Zombie World's a really good one, actually. And I've, like you can see, I've got most, but not all of them. Isn't this a Jaden card? Ah, it's a Season 4 Jaden card. Throw some unit. Congratulations, you're like a card. So we're gonna go for those. Cool. So we own those. Nice. Okay. One which was a random, like, level up card or whatever for Bones, which is cool because I like Zombie World. It's that handy. Okay, so let's quickly go back to the event. So what am I doing? That'd be useful. Okay, so we need quite a lot of points actually. Where is that on the scale? 50,000 points. It's all the way down here. So that's a Prismatic Sanctuary, which I already have, which is actually kind of cool. So it's cool that we can get Sanctuaries a reprint. Is there any other cool reprints, actually? There's a lot of box chips in here. Links is alright. Yeah, I'm guessing, like, the card sleeves or the playmats are going to be, like, event things that you can get. Mole is just so weird as a random drop. What's the stamp? Ignis and Flame. Okay, fair enough. And then it's just the event. Fair! So I think what I'm going to do is, because this video's gone on for a bit, is I think I'm just going to actually end the video here. The reason why is because we get a whole lot more stuff tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to effectively go in the background, you know, do, like, you know, challenge people to duels and stuff, you know, get as many, like, you know, thingies as possible, and then tomorrow we'll have a whole lot more, so we can just use those. So then that way, you know, we get enough, kind of like, because at the moment we only have 74, and realistically, I'd like to get a whole lot more than that. Like, literally, yesterday, when it came to the yugioh event, I literally, yesterday, I had like 1,500 of those things, and just blitzed through the event, and got pretty much everything I needed, which, speaking of, I'm just real quick going to dive in to this. So I've got like 255, which isn't bad. I've got 2 copies of this. So originally I was going to get another one of those. I got 7 altogether. I only had 1 before, and then I got like 3 copies of that. So yeah, I literally got everything I wanted from the event. So I'm literally just going to use it, you know, for more gold, because gold I need. And the reason I even say that as well is because there's an Insect Rush Duel card that I don't have, and I'd like to also get the more Flying Kagamiris for Rush Duels as well. Let's just double check, see if those are there, because those are the only cards that I'm really after with the trader. No. And oh, another Flying Kakamiri. Okay, so we'll take another Flying Kakamiri. Yeah, there's like some sort of insect monster that you can get. Is it in featured cards? And if I go to Rush, yeah, this thing. I haven't pulled one of these yet. Dinosaur. I mean, it looks absolutely boss. I love the design of this card. Dorcas, the Beetle King. which you shuffle 3 insects back into the deck. Destroy 1 insect monster with a level between 5 and 8 on your opponent's board, and then this turn you can only attack with insects this turn. I think there's a way of turning your opponent's monsters into insects, so it's really cool. But I just love its design. I think it looks absolutely sick. Yeah, so that's like one of the cards I need. And then just another Flying Kokomiri, so then you've got 3 1500s. And then thanks to Forest, which is one of the only field spells that's actually viable, and it's really annoying, please add more. And I'll always forever say that. But, what's a Duel Links video without me saying Duel Links, like, for rush duels? Like, add field spells. But yeah, overall, I just can't believe that this has happened. Like, you know, this is the 300th video on the channel, and it's the 100th video for Duel Links. That's absolutely bonkers, you know, absolutely crazy. I love it. And I'm really excited to just keep doing more of this content for you guys. I just love you all so much. I'm so grateful, you know, for you guys, and just your support has been absolutely amazing. So thank you all so much for watching. Look forward for me to do this event. We're gonna get Flame Ignis. It's happening. So please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, for the 300th time, and for also the 100th time on Duel Links, party on, peeps! Take care, guys. It was great to see you. We'll see you again in the next video. Bye!